Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's the last day of my long weekend, and what I want to do today is get Flash's cave built. As you recall, yesterday I went out and bought the supplies for that, but we kind of ran out of time at the end of the day to get it finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean up that corner and start building that today. Now, before we get too far into today's video, I want to show you a little fan mail I received recently. One of my regular viewers is named Rhonda Sear, and Rhonda has a couple of girls named Logan and Charlotte. And Logan and Charlotte love to watch me on the live stream, so I'm always hearing from them. And about a week or so ago, Rhonda sent me a couple of pictures that Logan and Charlotte did for me, and I wanted to show those right now. This is a picture that Logan drew of me and my cats, Bite and Nibble. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then here's a picture that Charlotte drew for me of my house. So yeah, thank you, Charlotte and Logan. I put those on my refrigerator and I enjoy looking at them. So I wanted to give you a little shout out and thank you for that. And this is the corner where things are going to go. I've actually kind of cleaned up a little bit, gotten rid of some of the leaf waste that was in here. But I want to clear out all these rocks and all this. Basically, this corner ever since I've been doing anything in the yard, has been kind of the dumping spot where anything goes that I don't know what to do with. And obviously, it was kind of a dumping spot before I moved here too, because a lot of these stones and stuff like that have been here since before I was here. In fact, when I was digging out, I found there's another one of these little gourds over here that somehow got buried. See, this is when I tore the pumpkin thing out that used to be where these things are. This is basically where all the waste went. So that's where a lot of these leaves are back here, is what's left over from that pumpkin thing that I pulled out of the planter that used to be in that location. But like I said, as I've been digging in here and finding rocks, this is kind of where everything went. So I've been trying to kind of sort everything a little bit by type, so the big thick stones are going here, the kind of little stones are going here, different kinds of stones. Yeah, I'm kind of sorting them based on what they are, so I have a better idea what I have. Now, these white stones here, that's all just going to be trash. I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to get a bucket out here and we're going to start loading all of that into the bucket so we can get rid of it. The other stones, the flagstone and stuff like that, I'll kind of hold on to that and we'll make use of that somewhere in the yard. Alright, this is a little concerning. I pulled a big giant piece of flagstone out of that location. There's a sprinkler head under there. That's no good. That sprinkler head's probably never ever been used because it's covered up with a stone and it can't even run. Wonder how many more sprinkler heads are back here. See, I always kind of thought this whole area didn't have a whole lot of sprinkler heads because I've never found any of them. They're basically, the last one I can see is way back over here. Yeah, see, they're like right here. Those are sprinkler heads there, but I didn't find any of them along here. And there's a couple of them, along the pool here, and I think there's even a couple of them buried in here somewhere. But I haven't really seen a whole lot of them back here, and it makes me wonder how many of them are buried. So I've got the base assembled now, the base and the walls. Basically, this is what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to put these pieces right here on top, and they'll be the roof. I don't think I'm going to actually fill up the slats between the cinder blocks because I think that'll create an extra layer of insulation. I am going to kind of bury the whole thing in dirt though, so that it does stay nice and cool in there. It should be pretty well. It's going to be out of the sun because basically the sun kind of comes up this way and then goes across the sky that way. My house kind of faces northeast, so that's kind of east. And that's kind of west in that direction. So, it's under a nice shade tree most of the times, and then it's in the shade of the wall the rest of the time. So it won't get a whole lot of sun back here, and that should, like I said, help keep this thing kind of cool. Now I am using some of the flagstone pieces that I had. along the back wall, because I'll just kind of stack up the dirt there, and the dirt will go all the way to the wall, but it won't be resting against the wall because the wall is made out of wood, and if you rest dirt on the wood, then the wood's going to rot out and all that. But the flagstone should kind of keep it away. I might also do something similar here, I don't know. And as it turns out, I'm probably not going to use that sprinkler head that's here either. So we'll probably bury that again. Because I don't really want the sprinkler head getting this thing wet. And in reality, what goes on back here, you know, like I said, this is more just kind of a storage area. It's even kind of conceivable because of the way the gate works in the front there, that I could like back a trailer or something back here. And so this is, like I said, more storage than anything else. It's kind of a hidden part of the yard, so I don't really need to water. And what happens back here, plant wise, you know, just what happens. It'll get watered when it rains, and that'll be the extent of it. But I think now at this point I'm going to put the roof on this thing and bury it up with dirt, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Alright, so I put the roof on and just used some of these flagstone pieces and a couple bricks I have to kind of cover up the holes in there. I'm also going to put like a big hefty trash bag on top of it, just to kind of give it a level of waterproof, so it isn't dripping on the tortoise when she's in there, because it will probably rain here, and I want to kind of keep it dry in there. So that's the next step. I'm going to put the plastic bag on there. This is a heavy duty yard bag basically, so it should do a good job on keeping everything dry in there, and then we're going to cover it up with dirt and we'll be done. Alright, all finished now. I think that's going to actually work pretty well for her. Got a nice little entrance for her. It actually goes back there about 3 feet, so it's nice and deep. She can get way inside there. It's going to be relatively waterproof because I got the plastic bag on the top to keep water from running through. And I would bet you now, when it's really hot out, it'll probably be 20 degrees cooler in there, because she's insulated on all sides by a nice thick layer of dirt and stone. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good place for her, and I think this pretty much takes care of all that I need to do today for getting this yard flash proof, because we've got the borders all taken care of now, so she can't get out. We got the area up here in front by the gate taken care of, and that area in the other by the other gate all taken care of. So when Flash gets here, I think she's gonna really enjoy this place. There's gonna be a lot of places for her to explore. I'm gonna probably want to clean up some of this stuff because I don't want her crawling under all the lumber and stuff like that. But I think she's going to be very, very happy here, and honestly, she should thrive here. You know, it's a different environment than what she's used to, but her species, she's a gopher tortoise, and if you look up gopher tortoise on the internet, they're kind of native to this area, so she should deal very well with the warmth here. I know she really loved it when it was really hot in California. You know, she'd be out 2 in the morning, she'd be out walking around when it was really warm out. So she's going to love this place, and that's going to be a good place for her to take refuge when it gets too hot. So I think that is all that I have for today. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.